Apparently it's a Vxr thing. We're there. It's Friday night. This is stressful. Gonna run through some specs of the van. I've got a front lip to go on. This is what this is gonna be. Hi everyone. Thought I'd better do a quick update on the van, as I know there's quite a few of you waiting to see what I'm up to with it. I'm gonna say this all the time. I'm like a stuck record, I'm afraid, that it's really hard when obviously we don't get paid anything from YouTube, so we're still a small channel. So if I'm gonna buy things for this, I need to earn the money for it. So I got to do my job first and foremost, which is time consuming. So these videos that me and Leah are doing, which we love doing, we really appreciate you guys watching, who are watching. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate it a lot. But we can't do as many videos as we would like to do, you know. Obviously if it was just our full-time job, we could put all our effort into just making good videos and doing what we want to do and enjoying ourselves. That'd be great, but that is not the case. So we do it as and when in our free time. So really I just want to talk a little bit about what I want to do with the van. The wind. I'm trying my best to stay out the wind. Let me give you an insight into the man I brought it off. I'm not trying to be negative. Everybody's different, each to their own. Hell of a nice guy. I think I made a friend really, and yeah, loves his vans. Genuine person, as far as I believe. You know, I trusted everything he says genuine. But when we got there, you showed me around the van, you're saying things like this. You see this gap here? I noted this gap here, yeah? It's big here, nothing here. You want to give the bumper a rattle. I'll reenact it for you guys, okay? I'll reenact the moment. We're there. It's Friday night. It's dark, but he's got his floodlights on. I'm looking around and I noticed that gap, yeah? And he went up to the front and he went, yeah, these bumpers all do that. I thought, well, do all bumpers do that? Apparently it's a Vxr thing. Well, if it is, I want to get it fixed, because I don't like things like that. I'm fussy. Let me try and get through this list of stuff on the van. It's a bit of it's a list, right? It's going to cost some money. That's why I'm doing this video as a bit of an update. Ready? First of all, that isn't my reg. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show it or not. I had the V5 back on Saturday, so I'll flip the new plates on, hopefully today if they come today, if not today, tomorrow. I'm not sure, because there's quite a curve on this bumper, right? So I'm not sure whether to put it to one side. I think Leah would probably kill me for saying that. She'll say, no, no, no. But I've seen quite a few people putting the straight... I don't want a square one, because you'll see when you see what the plate is. It doesn't look very good square because of what it says. So I think it should go along the side, but Leah might say I should put it on the front. I don't know. So new plates to go on first, okay? Number two, get rid of this front mount intercooler. It's only got the standard intercooler on at the moment, so we're going to put an AirTech intercooler on. We're going to do a Matt Armstrong style blackboard in the garage to tally up how much all of this costs. Why, I don't know. It's not bragging rights, nothing like that. It's just so it'll be interesting to see how much the build costs and where it ends up. So I will tally it up on the blackboard as we go along, MA style. Back to the list. Private reg, AirTech intercooler. I've got a front lip to go on. We'll insert a picture of that maybe. These headlights, full of fog. They're all discoloured. The indicator doesn't work on this side at the moment. They are xenon. I'm hoping to get custom lights for it. I don't know how I'm going to get on with that. I found the place that does them. I'd imagine they're really expensive. We'll find out. I'll keep you posted on social media about that one. We'll get the fogs done as well, same time. If we can get them done, great. If not, plan B. If anyone's got any ideas, let me know. Comment below, because I'm a bit stumped on the headlights. I'd love custom headlights with daytime running lights in. You can get all sorts of fancy ones, but struggling to find places that do them. Carbon fibre bonnet, right? So it gets too hot under there. This van is running 330 brake, which isn't, it's more than enough for me. I'm not going to be one of them mad hatters. The bloke who sold me this has got one with 550 brake in it. But it's two-wheel drive, it's front-wheel drive. Who knows, maybe we'll get there. We're talking lots of money. You're talking forged engine, you know, you're talking tens of thousands of pounds straight away, you know, straight off. Maybe you even need Astra Vxr ECU and all that sort of stuff. Them ECUs alone are like 12 grand just for the ECU setup. So I think something like that. Don't quote me. So we're not going there yet. We're just going visual for the moment, inside and outside, okay? So carbon fibre bonnet with the vents. I've already brought that. That was about 650, and just proper carbon fibre. So that should be coming shortly, so we'll be on with that. Wheels, big talking point. Look how dirty they are. I don't know, I like the wheels. I don't want to change them. Obviously you can see it's lowered. I think it looks nice. It's not too boy racer, it's smart but a bit racy. We'll see about that. I need to pause and check my list. Sorry the van's so dirty, guys, as well. Time of year and all that. I revert back to what I said earlier. The van's dirty because I haven't had time to wash it. If my only job was YouTube, it's so cold up here. I can't do that. It's so cold up here. If my only job was YouTube, it would be clean for you. I promise you that. And the backdrop would be amazing. I'd put all my effort into it, okay? So outside, that's really all I'm going to do to it at the moment. I'm not going to go mad. I'd like to get like I don't know if anyone knows of anywhere to get, like, if we can get, I think I'll have to get it custom done again, so I'm not sure how much it's going to cost, but I'd like some sort of little lip similar to the front, just a bit of a lip, you know, and a bit of a diffuser at the back, to a few slats or something, you know, nothing majorly big, just little sort of stealthy ones, you know, just some little fins across the back, something like that might look cool. So I can't show you in the back, because if I show you in the back of the van, it will show you my new business and it will give away the secret. Do we change the colour? I think so. We get the mirrors wrapped carbon fibre, that'll be nice. The windows tinted, that'll be nice as well. Not full on drug dealer tint, just a bit. And we'll go inside. Shout out to Matt Armstrong. This is what this is going to be. Take that out so we get the beeping. So somebody's already done the inside here, can't I? But if I'm honest with you, they've done a terrible job. I mean, no disrespect to them. Maybe it was a good job when it was done, but it's had some abuse. Get in there so we can get rid of the wind. Steering wheel. I had a spare steering wheel with the van, so I've sent that off to get a whole custom steering wheel made. CD player doesn't work. We're going to attempt to sort that in this video because it's doing my head in. Nothing worse than having no CD player. And the last but not least, the seats. There's nothing wrong with these seats. They're nice. They're the proper VXR seats. They're not the Nürburgring seats. I don't think, at least. No, they're not. They're not the Berg seats. I've got a spare set of seats that I'd like to get retrimmed, you know, in a nice custom colours or something. And we're going to deck the back out full Alcantara. I'm hoping to put TV in there, things like that, so we can go to a few shows, do some marketing, and that's about it really. We're going to get a bit of sign writing on the go down the side as well. I've got some really good ideas for stickers. Other small things that annoy me. Obviously there's been a lot going on underneath this bonnet because it's had an engine swap, but all this is all, I don't know whether this can be wrapped or whether it's got to be painted. I'd say painted because we're so close to the manifold. It's going to get quite hot in here, you know, things like that. That bugs the hell out of me. It's either all got to be this colour or not. You know, someone's made some effort, but I'm going to take it a step further, you know, because I just want it to look pretty. So it needs a service, it needs a bit of a health check. I'm still not 100% convinced about a few things on it, but for the most part, somewhere near. It's been done to a good standard. I'm going to run through some specs of the van. I guess people will know the specs. So it's lowered, it's on full custom suspension. I'm not sure off the top of my head what it is. Pretty sure it's Bliston suspension, but I'll get Leah to. It's not the comfiest. It's all right. It's not terrible, but it's not the comfiest, obviously. But it handles like it's on rails, so you compromise, guys. Yeah, you can't have both. If you want horsepower, you need handling to go with it. So it's got all the VXR brakes on it, good brake pads, things like that. So we're not just running an engine and a death trap. It's been done to a high spec. We've got Nortec manifold. Big Garrett turbo, recirculating valve there. Yeah, not bad for 330 horsepower, and it weighs, according to my weighbridge, guess the weight in the comments below. What do you think it weighs empty? Well, I tell a lie, there is something in the back, but I can't tell you what's in the back. Not yet. We're still a few weeks away from that. That light's not flickering like that, it's just the GoPro. See how low it sits in here. First world problems, you can't hide your keys on the wheel arch. Not on this van. So we've come indoors best we can, just to try and get out the wind and do a quick recap. So the next video on the van will be me doing a good chunk of their modifications anyway. I want to say all the stuff that's going to come back in the next week or two will be in the next video. So maybe not next week, it'll be the following week. There'll be a video on the van, a proper video on the van. I'm in my garage at the moment, which I'm not showing too much of because it looks terrible. It's not finished yet. There's concrete going down where I'm stood at the minute. It's not concrete, only half of it's concrete, so We've done the levels. I've got concrete coming in the next couple of days, so that'll finish that off. We're going to paint it all, deck it out. So I'm going to do a little video on that as well, so hopefully that will feature in that next video in the coming weeks. Is there any modifications that I haven't mentioned that don't cost an absolute fortune that you guys can think of that I should do to the van? Comment below. We're going to attempt to fix this CD player though in this video because it's very irritating. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Bagging it back. Someone's been at this quite heavily by hand by the looks of it. There's a lot of not original things in here. Worryingly, that wire there is not original. Oh, there you go, we've unplugged to something. There's more plugs in here. Oh my days. Sorry guys, the video quality is probably not the best, but then I've got this adapter here. That's the main car loom. But I've got all this blue wiring in here. It's unplugged as well. And all this here. Oh my god, why is there so much stuff and it's all unplugged? This is going to take some doing. This isn't this is a time-lapse job, this.
Again, whoa, oh, yeah. Hey. Back in that, yeah.
What's that for?
That's for an amp. That's to go to your amp, isn't it? That's your remote cable and your 2 amp to go into the back of your radio.
I'm glad you're here because I don't know what the any of it is. There's more. The more I put my arm in it, the more I put my arm in it, the more stuff comes out. And that's going down into the van. That one.
Which one's that?
Well, I don't know. It's a little black one. This is stressful. What was that one? Right. So that one goes to the equaliser. So these are redundant really because there's no amp in the van at the minute.
Yeah, you haven't got an amp in the van, have you?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, okay.
They'll probably go behind your seat somewhere, wouldn't they?
This is a big job, Ed.
So all your speakers are into your radio, aren't they?
Yeah, but he's obviously disconnected the 2 in the door to put them into the amp, no? Or would they have gone into
your original speaker cables will be coming into here. You've got your power sides this side, these first 2, and your speakers are all this side, which are these 6 down here, which will be your powers there.
They've been chomped, see?
And they've been cut into, but they go straight into the radio, don't they?
Yeah, I just kind of. He said something about he had the speakers going into an amp and he's taking the amp out. But then why would the wire be behind here? Because the amp wouldn't be behind here, would it?
No.
So what the f are these for?
Unless they come from the amp back to the equaliser. What cables have you got coming out your equaliser? Oh, it's only, you haven't got any speaker cables coming out there as such, have you?
Blue cable here which runs back to the radio. Yeah.
Does that go to your remote on the radio? Does that come to the blue coming out of the plug on the radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is your remote, which is what turns your sub amp on and off when you turn your ignition on and off.
How do I get speakers back working out of the door? That's all I want to know. I wonder if they're disconnected in the door.
Maybe.
I'm sure he said something about them being disconnected in the door. How easy is a door card to come off?
Yeah, I got that going. Then she took that thing off and bring it around. Going at it till I'm on. Put that 90 in a hole, I'm beating it down. I'm back in that bag again. Whoa. Oh, say less. I'm back in that bag.
What is this?
Anyone enlighten me? No idea. It's got wires running through the van, like. Why doesn't it work?
The wires are pulled out of there.
So where were they going then?
They're not. That goes.
That was going in there.
Ah, that was going into there. So that's where they've rotten off. Like.
Well, no, I thought that was. Them 2 were going originally into that.
Yeah, like so that would come from your door speaker into this, which is some sort of amplifier.
Good for you. That's exactly what I said 10 minutes ago.
Then
what is that?
This will come back to your main speaker, and I would have said this goes up to your tweeter.
Yeah, the tweeter's not working either.
No, it's not plugged in either. So I would have said that goes to your tweeter and that goes to your speaker.
You are useful sometimes, isn't it? So I left Ed to wire the speakers up at this point while I fitted my new number plates to the front and back of the van. We debated on where to put the front plate like I mentioned earlier on. We decided on the middle in the end, so Leah was right on this one, as usual.
Back again, yeah. Oh, say less. I'm back in that, yeah. What you doing? Yeah. I'm back in that. Hey, where you on? Hey, back in that bag again. Don't bring me around your friends. You know that I'm bagging them. Request me on Facebook, no, I ain't adding them. Positions I had her in. Hit from the back, that was splattering. Calling her friend, tell her pull up.
All sorted, sort of. I still need to sort this out. I think it's redundant. I've done the speakers in both doors. I've run out of time with the passenger door to video it properly because they've turned up to do the floor in my garage, which is great. Vlogging on days like today when you don't have a really pretty, nice, bright, lovely garage is hard because it's pouring it down. So I'm looking forward to that. I will show you quickly the passenger door. So I don't know if you can see in there, but anyone that wants to do this themselves, it's easy. There's a little gap there, the top of that clip, you can see it, that little gap there. So you put a flat screwdriver in there gently and push down and prise out and it'll come out, see? Careful you don't break these clips at the bottom. It has to go back in that way and push then. So there's that. That is quite easy. This prizes up, that prizes out, so quite simple. And then you've just got 2 screws in the back of the door, 2 screws under the door, which were missing in this door, so I need to get these little screws here. They just go under there, nice and simple. And then this whole card just lifts up then, and the clips come out. Make sure you unclip this first. This is just clipped in. The clips are all broken on mine, so it's obviously been in and out lots of times because they got the bolts missing as well. So anyway, the speakers are done. Sounds great. Can't show you because copyright. And I've done the number plate, so we'll have a quick scoot at the number plates. You'll like this though. Tragedy struck. I was in a rush, right? I've put the door back on. I've put the cable back through, but I know what I've done. I've put the cable back through, but I haven't pulled it through enough because I can hear it's pulling on it, but it's just not pulling on it quite enough. So, unfortunately, until tomorrow, it's going to be cowboy job. Hand out the window. I went for the middle. What do we think, guys? Boom.
Word, let's make it a gathering. They loving the swag. Baby, nah, I'm Matic now, but she loving the splash again. I just be cashing in her buns, just like a wedding, I'm crashing in. Hundreds on hundreds, I'm moving and grooving. She wanna cut up, I'ma slash again. Buckets on buckets, I'm switching edition. Back on back, going back again. I'm feeling Aladdin, yeah. I'm on the carpet, flying through August and you know what I'm talking. Feel my body as soon as I walk in, be stalking. They loving the drip, they think I'm a force, it gotta move cautious. Back in my duffel, I'm working a double like I'm in the office.
Tell them to watch it, now I ain't talking my pockets, just know we ain't running out the way that we stock it. If I got it.